नमस्कार दोस्तों। आज हम एक क्विक माइंडसेट रिलेटेड एक्सरसाइज करने वाले हैं जो सुपरस्टिशन को हटाने में आपकी हमेशा के लिए हेल्प करेगी। ओके, सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द एक्सरसाइज फर्स्ट। स्टार्ट राइट अवे एंड आई शेयर माय स्क्रीन। सुपरस्टिशन क्या होता है? राइट, इट्स अ फियर मे बी, व्हाई इट्स द कॉजेस, राइट? सो आई विल मेंशन थ्री थिंग्स हियर, right? C, M. I'll explain you later what exactly it is. Okay. So, number one in your C that comes, it's the fear, right? Why? Right? What's the cause of this? Right? Because it's our internal fears which are causing those superstition habits, which we think it is superstition, but those are just the habits of ours. Okay, so superstition नाम की वैसी कोई चीज नहीं होती है, but still if you believe in something which gives you positive energies, so you should follow that. Okay, so fear is one factor in that. Now second factor, what it could be, right? It could be your past experiences, maybe. Yeah, so we'll mention it as two. Okay, so see, past experiences सबके कुछ ना कुछ तो देखे जाते हैं, right? But superstition देखे जा रहे हैं, so I am a little worried about it now. Okay, so past experiences अगर आपको superstition के अंदर डाल रहे हैं, so maybe you need to come out of those experiences. Okay, so there's a process for that and you can do that. Okay, now third factor, third cause which happens, which causes this superstition habits in us, right? It's the future things which we think that will happen, right? The expectations, right? So it's the expectations of ours that we believe in something, that this thing will happen if I do it like this, right? This thing will happen if I do it like this, but that's not it is, right? You do it just that's the only way. There's no other way of doing things, right? You have to do it, right? Now your expectations leads to some superstition habits which you form in that pattern if you're following that pattern. So even I am also I also get trapped by these patterns, right? But we have to break those patterns. Okay, and that's what life is all about. You have to break the patterns which doesn't serves you well, and you have to follow the patterns which serves you and your society as well, because we are here to serve, right? So fourth factor which causes everything, right? Like whatever you are thinking right now, right? Your present thing. So if you're watching this video right now, and let me just, so if you're watching this video and looking at me right now, this is the present moment. What I would like to know from you, what is the one thing, superstition habit which you want to leave? Okay, and which you think is not serving the purpose which you follow, which you want to do in your life. Okay, and mention one positive superstition habit which you're following, and which is serving the cause as well, which is giving you strength, and which is helping you out, right? So one negative and one positive aspect of superstition. Okay, so mention in the comments, and I'll reply all the comments, like how we can deal with those situations in case if you're getting trapped as well. Okay, so I'll get back to the screen mode. See, your present situation, whatever you're doing, right? In your present, if you're looking at me, right? So we have to think about something which serves the purpose, right, of this particular video as well, right? Because this is a live video which I'm making, right? I've not thought of anything, right? I'm talking to you like I'm talking to myself. Okay, and that's what a mindset exercise can give you, right? So that's the biggest thing of a particular mind mapping exercise which we can always do, and we practice it, right? You have to practice it. It doesn't comes like this, but if you'll get the rhythm of that, right, if you'll get into that rhythm, you will give wonders in the creative field, I'm telling you, right? So once you follow those practices, so that's the present thing which I can give you, right? So there's something which I would like to know, which I would like to tell you at the end of the video, right? Okay. Now, these are the four factors, biggest factors, which causes superstition, right? Now, what should we do to avoid these things, right? First thing is identify the patterns. Now, why I'm telling you identify the patterns? Because of the single reason that you will have to make sure that you remove any NVAs from your life, non-value add stuff. Okay, so these NVAs, they are pulling you back. So whatever dreams which you have in your life, right, you won't be able to achieve it unless you're able to identify that your time is getting wasted somewhere else as well. Okay, productivity doesn't mean that you have to work 24 hours or you have to work 8 hours, you have to work 12 hours. Productivity is that you are able to manage your life as well. You are able to manage your life's balance as well. You are able to manage your professional balance. You are able to manage your emotional balance as well, right? So that's what productivity is, right? The productivity is not about running after something. Productivity is identifying the efficient way to achieve that particular thing. Okay, so if you identify your negative patterns, you will be able to identify your positive patterns as well. Okay, so that's the biggest mindset which you should have. Second mindset which we all would need is the self confidence, आत्मविश्वास जिसको कहते हैं अपन, right? See, I'll share my, I'll put myself on the screen now, right? See, self-confidence is not only about yourself. Self-confidence दूसरों को empower करने के लिए होता है. Okay? So, जो भी confident लोग होते हैं ना, वो कभी भी दूसरों को नीचा नहीं दिखाएंगे. Okay? Narcissist लोग जो होते हैं, वो दूसरों को नीचा दिखाते हैं. Okay, so there's a thin line of difference between narcissist and a confident person, but I'll share a story later. There's a story like how narcissist word got also evolved. Okay, it's from the Greek word. So gods, which we say, right? So I'll share the story later in my some of my next video. Just to cut the story short, see, confidence आपको बहुत चीजें देगा, right? It will give you the humbleness, right? जो लोग आपको confident दिख रहे हैं, I don't know if they're confident or not, because अगर humbleness नहीं है तो वो confidence की category में आते ही नहीं. Okay, that they belong to a narcissist category then. Okay. सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस आपको एक अप्रोच देती है, राइट? यू विल आइडेंटिफाई योर अप्रोच, राइट? व्हाट यू नीड टू फॉलो इन योर लाइफ. सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस आपको एक मकसद देती है, राइट? एक एम देती है, एक फोकस देती है, राइट? आपको वो एम के प्रति फोकस कैसे करना है वो देती है, राइट? सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस आपको इन सबको कनेक्ट करने के लिए एक बिलीफ सिस्टम देती है, राइट? योर ओन बिलीफ सिस्टम. सो इफ यू आर अ प्रोफेशनल वाचिंग दिस राइट नाउ, राइट, I would like to invite you in my next webinar, which is coming. There's a link in the description. You can check the details out there. But there's a process in which how things happens when we grow in our professional journey as well, right? because that self-confidence which I'm talking about, it's required in our professional world. Okay, and this is the need of the system now, right? Because we need confident people who can. It's not only about talking. No, it's not about talking. No, the confidence means you are creative in your own field and you are able to create new things on a daily basis, right? So do what you love to do, right? So being a professional means that you are doing what you love to do. Otherwise, you're just working for someone else. Okay, so if you're a professional, you should be knowing your strengths as well, right? There's a niche of yours. You must be from a finance sector. You must be somebody from the HR sector, somebody from the logistics, somebody from other background. So there's so many things, right? Somebody from the IT. So see, it will keep on happening. Life is a process of evolving, but these departments were made to make a business run functionally well, right? Not to divide us, right? A finance person can also get into a technical thing. A technical person can also do a finance job, right? So if you want to learn those skills of enabling the AI world, right? The technical world which is coming, right? The future, right? Because the Gen Zs, the generations which are coming post 96, right? The Gen Zs, they are adapted to technology only, right? Because they were born with technology. Okay, so you can't remove the technology factor from your life now. You have to adapt it, but adapt it in such a way that it doesn't harms you. It serves the purpose as well, and it makes the life beautiful for all of us, right? Because technology is a boom, it's not a bane. Okay, and see, self confidence professionally आपको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए help करता है, right? Whether it's an interview thing, whether it's a call management thing, whether it's a leadership forum thing, whether it's anything, right? We all get nervous some or the other time. We all get, right? It's okay. It's part of life, right? We all will. Nervousness breathing के पैटर्न से आती है, और ब्रीदिंग जैसे जैसे आप एक्सरसाइज करते रहेंगे उस ब्रीदिंग को, जैसे जिस तरीके से आपको लाइफ जीनी है, राइट, आप उस ब्रीदिंग के पैटर्न को जैसे रियलाइज करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे, आप अपना कॉन्फिडेंस गेन करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे. ओके, the humbleness, the approach, the aim, the focus, the belief system which I'm talking about, it will give you a foundation of yourself. And that's the third thing, which is your actions. Yeah. So your actions are important. Having a confident personality, you're confident in your own self, but you're not doing the justice to the personality which you have. If you're a confident personality, you're not doing justice to your personality. You're not serving. You're not educating more people. This technology world has been given to us to make sure that we embrace everything, right? So embrace it and let others also get this opportunity to embrace. So if you want a professional who has a basic problem of enabling them technologically as well, right, in this digital era, so that webinar which I talked about is for you, right? Because you'll get the insights how to enable ourselves as well. This is the part of the self-empowerment which I talk about. So self transformations का पहला उसूल होता है self empower करना खुद को, right? Whatever practices which you're doing related to your mindset as well, related to your actions as well, whatever it is, right? So that comes with the process. Okay, so the third thing which we talked about is the actions, right? So there comes your actions, right? See, what I talked about, the three things, the CMA, it's the concept, the mindset, and the actions. Now, actions could be any. Right after this video, if you are going to like this video or share it further with your friends, that would be your first action. But if you ignore that, then that would be your second action. But if you are embracing the opportunity both ways, if you're sharing as well, if you're liking as well, if you're commenting as well, what you like the best about this video, so do share it in the comments. Avinash Sharma signing off.